Good morning. It is a new day and a new week. This will be for vlog 2, I believe. So at least consistency is kind of there. I really need to re-dye my hair at some point. Once upon a time this was lilac, but it's fading. So for this week I'm going to be quite busy. So I'm starting my critical study, and one thing I'm very excited to show you all is I'm creating 6 new Eeveelution designs for like seasonal Eeveelutions, because I know the new Pokemon game is coming out on the 18th, which is very exciting, and I'm kind of curious if we'll get a new Eeveelution or not, because Eeveelutions. But yeah, so my critical study is going to be started. You'll see some uni drawings and also 6 Eeveelution designs, which I cannot wait to do. So, see you there. It is currently 7:30, and I'm very glad I have coffee. That's all I'll say. I'm very glad I have coffee with me. Coffee is always a good idea, always.
Okay, so here we have the very first of 6 Eeveelutions. I wanted to base them off the seasons, spring, summer, autumn, winter, and I started off with a sketch for each one. The first Eeveelution I felt was quite a solid design, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I wanted it to be very much based off a lot of greens and yellows and things like that, especially with pollen and such, with spring being a very high pollen time and such. I've changed the ears a few times to get the look that I was after, but I was quite happy with how it turned out. I ended up removing the petals on the body because they just didn't feel right for an Eeveelution, I guess. But I'm very happy with how the eyes and the shading all came out. So may I present Polyon, the spring pollen Eeveelution. There's a flower wreath around the neck, which changes on which flowers are in season. Here we have the summer Eeveelution. I based most of the Eeveelution poses off of some of the already existing ones to keep a sense of continuity, I guess, for them to actually look like Eeveelutions. This one was mostly off the pose of Vaporeon, but I'm really happy how this one turned out as well. I wanted to include a lot of palm tree elements in this, which is why I made the tail look like a palm tree leaf that the Eeveelution can use to cool itself down in the summer. I decided to give it a little hat as well, because it needs to protect its ears from the sun as well. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this Eeveelution turned out, so may I present Helion, the summer Eeveelution. The palm leaves of the tail are used to keep Helion cool in the summer. I decided to make this a ground type. Next up we have the autumn Eeveelution. I forgot to hit time ups for the speed paint for this section, so we're going straight on with the line art. I wanted this to be very much based around harvest and fall and such, and I'm very happy with how the tail turned out. I think that's probably my favourite part about this Eeveelution, and I thought it looked cute with the basket. So may I present Harvion, the Harvest Autumn Eeveelution. The colours of the tail change depending on the time of autumn. Harvion comes out of hibernation when harvest is due. This has to be my favourite of all of the Eeveelutions, the Winter Eevee. I wanted to have it based a lot around snow, however I didn't want it to be too similar to Glaceon. So what I ended up doing was I made the tail like a massive snowflake, and I wanted to include some of the nice pinks and blues from my reference images, which I put into the ears, which I am very happy with. So may I present Flareon, the snow winter Eeveelution. It creates flurries of snow when running. So far you will have seen the first 4 seasonal Eeveelutions. The spring type, summer type, autumn type, and also the winter type. Just about to start designing the cherry blossom Eeveelution, and I have very high hopes for it, so... This was where I kind of shot myself in the foot, metaphorically, because the first 4 Eeveelutions had gone really, really well, and wanting to create one on cherry blossoms, I wanted it to have very delicate but also beautiful vibes, and I just couldn't get something right with it, and I couldn't tell what it was. I almost actually gave up with this Eeveelution until I asked my mum's advice for it, and then I realised that the head was too small in contrast to the body, so I made a few adjustments. So may I present Bloomion, the blooming cherry blossom Eeveelution. Bloomion is very light on their paws, and the petals on the tail don't turn pink until April. For the final Eeveelution, we have the Yule Eevee, which I wanted to base very much on hollies and Yule logs and such for like a Christmas Yule vibe. This is definitely my second favourite Eeveelution out of all of them. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and it's just so cute. But yeah, I really love how this Eeveelution came out. I think the colours work really well, and I'd love to design some more of these. So may I present Euleon. The bells on Euleon's tail can often be heard before Euleon is seen, a sign Yuletime is on the way. I gave it a ghost type. At least the work has been started, that's what I'd say. Here's some sketches that I was creating for the security brief character, and we were learning about animatics this week as well, which was interesting.
And there we have it, 6 new Eeveelution designs. Hopefully you enjoyed watching them being made. I know I loved making them. So yeah, I think that's everything for this week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if you want me to do any other types of Eeveelutions, and I will definitely give them a go. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for next week's vlog. It looks like I'll be uploading around Tuesdays instead of Saturdays from my schedule so far. So hopefully it'll be on Tuesdays. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Stay hydrated and treat yourself. You deserve it. See you next time.